It's been an incredible second season of Love at First Shot. We've seen people of all ages, genders, and backgrounds discover a new respect for firearms that they might not have had before. So what have our first-timers been up to in the months since we last saw them? We're headed back to the Smith Wesson Employee Sports Center in Springfield, Massachusetts to catch up with a few of them and find out. I'm Natalie Foster, and this is Love at First Shot, sponsored by Smith Wesson.
We're back where it all started here at the Smith Wesson Employee Sports Center with three of our first-timers who all had a unique experience with firearms. Roger with a rifle, Nikki with a handgun, and Jen with a shotgun. And we're gonna see how they're doing and if we can get them out on the range for a little shooting. We are with Roger, our rifleman extraordinaire.
Yeah.
How have you been?
I've been great.
Very good. What I love about this particular setup is that two women took you to the range. And that's such a, not a normal thing that you hear of.
Yeah, Crystal's an anomaly as far as the only, I think the only woman I know that shoots.
Well, I shoot too, so come on.
Well, I know you now, but I'm talking about my friends.
From before, yeah.
I'm not saying that women can't shoot, believe me.
I didn't say that, it's just, there's a lot less of us that talk about it.
Right, well, that's why I think the show is great, because you're exposing these gender stereotypes are kind of broken down with, especially you teaching, and then a guy like me coming in and shooting. It's like, oh, wait, that's kind of cool that it's that way.
I'm here with our shotgun shooter, Jen. It's been a couple of months since I've seen you. How have you been?
Great.
And have you been to the range?
I have.
Okay, tell me about it. Tell me about it.
We only got there twice.
Okay.
The first time I went with Nick and Joe.
Okay.
I was a little disappointed because I did not hit a thing.
That's okay, it happens.
But it was good. It allowed me to get more comfortable with the gun. You know, and they were both really great, giving me a lot of pointers. And then I went out with Joe and Donna Ducci, and a lot of tips from them, and I actually hit a whole bunch of them.
You're explaining something that happens to most shooters. That first experience tends to be very overwhelming, and then it becomes a slow process. Every time you hit the range, you learn something new and you pick something up. I loved shooting with you and Sonia right here at Smith & Wesson. Tell me what happened after you went back to the office. I want to know.
I showed everybody my report card.
Very good.
Was so excited.
Yes.
Give them a little insight of what some plans that we have in place.
Okay, tell me about them.
Well, we want to kind of get together a group of women.
Yes.
In Smith & Wesson that are shooters.
Lunch date at the range.
Yes.
That's great.
Sounds good. Also, my husband and my son are really interested, so we want to come in and take the class, which I've already signed up for. For them, it's going to be the first time as well.
Wow, so you are going to be introducing your family to the shooting world.
Yes.
Well, I love that it's you, the mom, that's opening this world up for them. So what advice would you give somebody who may be reluctant to try shooting or anything else in general?
You got to go with an open mind. Have a good instructor, and trust that instructor, and just do exactly what they say. And that's, I tell my kids that too. Do exactly what I tell, even if it doesn't make sense. Do exactly what you do.
Well, and you did that on the range. So was this experience what you expected it would be?
I think a little yes, a little no.
Okay.
Yes, in that I knew I thought I would enjoy it, and I did. And it's, again, I've enjoyed going out with Joe and having something else for us to do, but it was a lot harder than I thought it would be. Not so much in picking up the gun, but in hitting those targets.
They're small. I mean, they're little, and they're flying through the air. I mean, it's impressive that you're actually hitting them so soon.
I feel like now that I took that first step, it's easier to make the time to do it.
Yes. Once you break the ice, and then it becomes so much easier. So tell me, what has been the greatest thing you've taken away from all of it?
It's just the experience, the knowledge, just the speed. That was kind of fun.
What you're mentioning, I think, is pretty neat, because every shooter has something about shooting that they like in particular. I'm a speed girl. You and I are like speed sisters. But some people, they just love the idea of being as precise as possible. Other people love busting clays, and it's something that they really enjoy. So I think that's what's so great about shooting sports and shooting in general, is you can find that one thing, and you're like, yeah, I want to get good at that.
Definitely the speed.
you obviously had this great experience with Crystal, you know, a little competition. What are your next steps?
I'm quitting while I'm ahead, and I'm not gonna, no, I told Crystal that I want to go back out to the gun range, and now her son is challenging me. I guess he wants to defend his mother's honor, because remember, I did beat her in the contest.
Very competitive you two are.
I hear he's a really good shot, so we'll see.
What I particularly love about you and your personality is that you are new. I mean, you've only been to the range once and you are sharing this experience, and I love that. It excites me. People like you know, you're out there sharing, talking, and recruiting and connecting those.
Oh, I will be spreading the word.
That's good, I love it.
Sure will.
Is there a special message you would like to give Joe for being the one who served as the catalyst, really?
Well, Joe, thank you for dragging me kicking and screaming and finally getting me out there on the range. It's been great, and I'm glad that we have something else that we can do together.
This is an M&P 22 Compact. It's one of Smith Wesson's polymer frame handguns. Same thing's gonna apply, only this gun's gonna be a whole lot softer to shoot. Very nice, very nice. Just one outside of the red. How was it?
I liked it. It definitely was different than the shotgun.
Yeah.
Love the gun.
So now you have a new favorite?
Yes.
Compared to the rifle that I shot, this was very similar. The action was very similar, it was very soft, so I knew that it wasn't gonna kick back very hard, so I think I held it a little looser.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for making the time out of your busy schedules to come back and shoot with me. This has been such a great experience for me as an instructor, as a shooter, to share my love of shooting with you guys that are new. And for all of you watching, thanks for tuning in. I hope you've learned a lot, and I hope you can share your passion for shooting with someone special in your life.
We've met a lot of great people this season. Their journey isn't over, and neither is yours. Love at First Shot is a learning experience for shooters, whether you've been around guns your whole life or you're just starting out. No matter where you are in your firearms story, I hope you'll keep learning, keep discovering, and most importantly, keep talking. Like Nancy told us, the world isn't all black and white. If we're gonna have a real conversation about guns, we need to be open-minded and show each other what we're talking about. The more we're willing to have an open dialogue with one another, the further we'll get as a gun community and as a nation. So get out there and spread the love at First Shot.